Hello, my name is Anthony Scott, and welcome to The Heavyweight. The Heavyweight is a vlog and podcast dedicated to enlightening and hopefully motivating each other to be a better version of ourselves today than we were yesterday, because tomorrow is never promised. This site is dedicated to champs and contenders like yourself who are attempting to thrive in life by dealing with the heavy mental, physical, and nutritional challenges. If you or anyone you know are dealing with such challenges, please share the video, like, and subscribe. We create content to address the real challenges and try to uncover practical, achievable solutions. Today's video is about putting yourself first and taking care of yourself. I would like to share with you how I developed and still to this day incorporate a self-care day. What is a self-care day? It's a day dedicated to focusing on your mental and physical health recovery. When I was going through a mental and physical health crisis, I was working with my healthcare providers to discover what was wrong with me. If you want to hear my story, go to YouTube, to my page, or to anthonyscott.com and look for my origin story that details my healthcare journey. While going through a mental and physical health crisis, I had a lot of procedures and tests to determine what was wrong. These were extremely stressful and long days. True to form and on brand on how I was dealing with things back then, I was focused on what was wrong. I was focused on the wrong thing. I was worried and I was anxious about what was wrong with me. I was using all of my energy on worry about what the diagnosis could be and worry about all the mistakes I made in the past. On these long days, I was unable to sleep. I woke up with anxiety and fear of what the day would hold. It was at that point that Self-Care Day was born. I decided to approach these challenging days and difficult days differently. I decided that these appointments and tests and assessments were a part of my care, a day devoted to take care of me and then ensuring that I was trying to be the best version of myself now, because tomorrow is never promised. I still had a lot of anxiety about trying to figure out what was wrong with me, but branding these days self-care didn't get rid of right away, nor did it immediately release the anxiety or stress I was feeling. So in order to address my anxiety at the recommendation of my therapist, I began meditating. I began to clear my mind of all of the negative emotions and focus on the here and now, because that's the best I could do at that moment. At first, I could only meditate for about less than a minute. But with practice, I became better and better at easing my mind and focusing on the present. As I began to feel better, I began to evolve what Self-Care Day meant. I began to focus on my mental, physical, and eventually nutritional health and healing. So with a new attitude towards taking care of myself, I remember setting up an appointment with my doctor to look at my foot. I'd had a pain in my foot and the bottom of my foot for about 6 weeks. And I had been on leave and I was sick and seeing the doctors, and I was trying to figure out what was wrong with me. The problem was that, when I walked barefoot, there was pain on the bottom of my foot. So what did I do? I just wore a shoe for 6 weeks. So finally, I went to the doctor for her to determine what was wrong with me, and she looked at it, and there was a piece of porcelain in my foot. A piece of porcelain that had been there for 6 weeks. 6 weeks, that was a wake-up call. Self-Care Day was here to stay. Once I began to address my mental and physical health challenges, and I began to feel better, I expanded what Self-Care Day meant to include things that helped me feel good. I remember the first time I left the house to get a haircut. A little thing like a haircut made me feel like a new person. After I was on the road to recovery, I expanded what Self-Care Day meant and to include things like a massage, pedicure, Pilates, cold plunges, and sauna room works. I try to ensure that I have a self-care day at least once every other week. But at the genesis of the concept, I did them as often as I needed to help me focus and be the best possible me. Do you have a self-care day regimen? If so, leave a comment, share. In addition, let me know if you'd like for me to share or film with you one of my self-care days. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and share. Take care, and we'll see you next time on The Heavyweight. Bye-bye.